Good morning. The smartest people in Europe, according to me, are the Hungarians. No doubt. You see, very decent people too, I believe. You know, the wall came down back in 1989, and it all started in Hungary. That's where the uprising started. Look into it if you want. And now if you look at Hungary, you see, well, wow, this is a decent country. See? And you compare it to any other country, basically. Well, especially if you compare it to Germany or Sweden or the UK or something. Right? It's a nice country. And of course, this is because of the people living there. Now, it's very easy to see that something is sane when you look at the result. And equally, if you want to know if it was insane, you look at the result, right? You don't listen to what people say as much. You see what happens, right? And right now, if you look at European politicians, they are, I don't know if you have the same observation, but it's like they don't care anymore. You know. They are, so many of them are so crazy. But you know, I would think that they would care, that people sort of regarded them as sane or good at least, right? But I was listening to Mette Fredriksen, she's the PM of Denmark, and she talked about the war in Ukraine. She was at this conference in Munich. And listen to what this lady is saying. Actually now, when the politicians don't care what people think, maybe, it's quite interesting to listen to what they say too. Right? So this is what she said. Our problem in Ukraine is that there are still red lines regarding the use of Western weaponry. We cannot win the war if our hands are tied. She is talking about winning the war, isn't she? You know, and I thought, it's very easy if you know the result. And we know already something about the result, right? Hundreds of thousands of people are dead already because of this. But she's talking about trying to win the war. Wow. She says, strikes deep into the territory of the Russian Federation must be allowed. See? And we would know, we could imagine the result. Again, it's easy to know if something was sane or not if you know the result, right? Like Adolf, you know, he was talking a bit like this, like Mette Fredriksen is talking now, right? Adolf. And a lot of people thought, wow, what a good guy, you know? People here in Sweden, doctors, politicians, socialists, priests, they cheered for Adolf. What a great man, see? We should support this man, right? And of course the Germans, many of them at least, said, what a fantastic man. All right, let's go to war. And now, decades later, we know the result. And we can look at this guy, Adolf, and say, what a crazy lunatic. We don't know this about Mette Fredriksen yet, but I know she's a crazy lunatic. But we will see the result. And of course, like I said, we already know what happens. People are dead because of people like her already. See? So of course she's crazy. Right. And she's worried about Trump and NATO. right? She talks about unity. That's a strange word to say if you're a lunatic. You know, just imagine this. Your neighbor comes over and says, you know, I have an idea. You and I, we should go into town and kill some people. Right? Kill some children, women, and men. Right? Really kick some ass. We should be united in this little project. So she's concerned about Trump and NATO. NATO is just part of the war machine. See? All right. That's all. Be good.